Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bridget and I wanted to make this video and tell you my ghost story. When I lived in Arizona, I'm just gonna get right to it. When I lived in Arizona, my husband and I rented this beautiful house on Alvarado Street. It was in downtown Phoenix. It was kind of like when they started making it kind of cool to live down there. It was becoming very hipster. And like a lot of the art places were booming down there and everything. Now it's really changed, so it's really cool. But we lived in this older neighborhood, a lot of mansions. It was gorgeous, but our neighborhood was gorgeous. But at the time when we rented the place, it was really inexpensive. So now I heard the rent has went up dramatically in that area. So we see this house. It's beautiful. It's a corner home, all brick, and it kind of had a creepy vibe to it, but I love creepy homes. That's kind of what I'm known for, to rent crazy cool looking homes. So see this house, we can afford it. We were in the medical marijuana industry at the time, so we were kind of in the underground part of it, and so we were making really good money. So we move into this house. It just kind of has a creepy vibe, you know. It's older. Like I said, it's got wood floors. It's got this, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be in Phoenix. It looks more of like it's supposed to be in New Orleans maybe, or something. So move into the house. You know, I kind of feel like I'm being watched, kind of like at the house I'm in right now, but it was different. It wasn't all the time. It was just kind of sporadically. So one night I was sound asleep and I just instantly woke up. It wasn't like, you know, how you kind of like wake up and you're like, oh, you know, like another day, you know, kind of thing. It was more of like instantly waking up. And when I woke up, I looked towards the end of my bed. Now I was sleeping on my side facing the wall, but I instantly just moved and looked. And when I look, I think I see my husband at the end of the bed pacing. Now, he had a tendency back in the day to sleepwalk. He doesn't sleepwalk anymore, which is weird, but he used to sleepwalk. And I'm thinking it's him. And I know they say, don't wake up a sleepwalker, but I did it anyway. So I was yelling at him. Like I said, I thought it was him. And I was like, Jeremy, you know, wake up. And then all of a sudden I realized that it wasn't Jeremy, that it was a shadow figure. And how I knew that was all of a sudden you could see through it. Now, it's nighttime. We don't sleep with lights on, but you know, you can kind of see like the street light, like go through the hallway, so you can kind of see inside, but not like really well. And all of a sudden it looked like static electricity. It looked like the televisions, you know, when they're not on like a signal, you know, that white and black static. It was like all of a sudden it turned to like a staticky, like electricity, and then it was gone. And I was like, no fucking way did I just see this. Like, no way in hell. I just saw a shadow figure, and it was there for a good, I don't know, like maybe 60 seconds, maybe almost a minute. So it wasn't like it was just there, you know, like as I woke up and I see it and then it's gone. It was there for a good amount of time. Now, mind you, as I'm like, you know, talking to it, thinking it's my husband, as soon as it like disappears, my husband wakes up and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, oh my God, I thought you were at the end of the bed. And he's like, go back to sleep. And, you know, he kind of brushed it off, but I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, holy shit. I just saw a shadow figure that turned into electricity and disappeared. And it wasn't like it shot up or anything. It was just like there. And then all of a sudden it was like magic. It was like gone. And it literally creeped the shit out of me. Like, I was like, great. Now I live in this house. There's a shadow figure at the end of my bed. You know, I've heard crazy stories about people telling me shadow figures hover over them and like all kinds of crazy shit. And so I'm like, great, I'm living in this house, you know. And I was into the paranormal, but I was so involved in, you know, the weed industry that, I mean, it took so much of my time that I didn't really even like, I don't know, I guess like really get excited about it at that time because I was so busy doing other stuff. So I would say a few months went down the road. What's going on? A few months went down the road, and my cousin came over and we were doing the witching wands. So I told her what I just told you guys. And she's like, hey, let's get the wands out and see if we can communicate with this, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we get the wands out, and it was like crossing and moving. It wasn't even like you were trying to get it to move. It was like, just going. And I was like, holy moly. And we were asking like yes or no, like, are you a man? It said yes. We're like, do you like animals? Yes. And later on, when I talked to one of the neighbors, they told me that that the guy that lived there loved animals, and that he did actually pass away. Not from anything crazy, it was just old age. So I'm not sure if it was that shadow figure was that man. But we lived there for about 2 years, and then we ended up moving to Los Angeles. But at that time, I loved the house. We had amazing luck there. When we lived there, a lot of good things happened to my husband and I, and it was just a really good time in our lives living in that house. Even though I saw that shadow figure and it freaked me out, I still, I didn't want to move out of the house because I'm not really freaked out by that stuff. I'm more intrigued and want to know, and, So anyways, I thought I would share that story with you. Like I said, it was a house that we lived in Phoenix, Arizona, off of Alvarado Street. So yeah, and let me know if you've ever seen shadow figures and kind of what you saw when they started to disappear. Like I said, I saw like pure static. So nuts. I can't even believe, to this day, I still can't believe what I saw. So, but yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy my YouTube, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.